Today's subscription spot, we are having a look at the Arcade Block, the video game mystery box for the month of September 2016. The premier video game mystery box from the folks over at Arcade Block. If you want to get one of these NES-themed boxes, not that everything inside is themed NES, but I mean like the box itself is a classic rendition of the NES Classic console. You can click the link down below and subscribe today, and you can get next month's box. Gosh darn it, you'll get the next month's box delivered right to your house. Promsies. We're going to get this one opened up. This, again, is the box for September. I'm going to use Old Red in this instance. I'm going to cut the tape just like this and find out what's inside from Arcade Block. This reminds me now that Spot has recently moved, so I'm now trying to get all my old consoles out. I have my classic Nintendo out, though I don't know truthfully if I'm going to be using it or not. I might go the route of getting a Retron 5. Still got to find one of those, and then I can play a lot of my old retro games on it. So in the meantime, it is out. I just don't know if I'm going to use it. I do like just the novelty of having my old NES out. Brings back childhood memories, very good memories of, I might add. I'm not sure. I'll figure out what I'm going to do for it, but I do feel like I'm going to go the route of a Retron. All right, going back to the box itself, we've got some goodies inside. The first being a t-shirt featuring some classic, very classic Nintendo controllers. Actually, I shouldn't say that. There's Sega there as well. Let's see if we can rhyme through these. We at the bottom have the GameCube controller, the N64 controller, the Virtual Boy controller, the Super Nintendo controller, the NES controller, Sega Genesis. I don't know if that's Dreamcast. Dreamcast is down below. What's the one in the middle? The one in the middle, Saturn? Can't be a Sega Saturn controller. That's the only one I don't know. A little iffy on. But let me know down below. I love how it's got all the little wires intertwined with one another. A lot of times, if you're packing, that's what your cables end up looking like. It's just a disaster. That's actually a couple of boxes I have to open up still. Computer cables and everything else. It's just everywhere. I can't express how disappointed I am in myself, the way I moved, the way I packed up my stuff. It's embarrassing. At any rate, moving along, we've got some Super Chip clips. Now these clips, of course, you've got the Nintendo power-ups for Mario. We've got the Magic Mushroom. We've got the star. Did I say Magic Mushroom? That is the flower power, Fire Flower. There's the Magic Mushroom, or the Big Mushroom, depending on how you want to call it. And these just clip onto chip bags. So if you haven't polished off your chips, sometimes unfinished chips, I don't really have a lot of those in the house. Usually they're finished quite quickly. But you can clip these clips on them and keep them fresh. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but has anyone else noticed that a Dorito, if you have a Dorito the first day, it's not as good as if you have a Dorito the second day? It seems to almost, and I'm probably sounding like I'm on something, it seems to thicken the Doritos the next day you have them. Doritos seem like they're a little thinner, and then gosh darn it, the next day, pardon my language, gosh darn it, the next day you open up that bag of chips again that's just been rolled up willy-nilly. I find a Dorito to be thicker than the previous day, and the flavor seems better. Yes, I know, Spot should probably go seek medical attention. Let's see what else we have. Look at this. This is the Sega Genesis Classic Game Console USB hub. Expand your USB ports up to 4 ports easily. Let's get a gander at that. I lived through my friend when it came to Sega. I was more the Nintendo guy, so I had a Nintendo, Super Nintendo. At that time, he would have had a Sega Genesis, so I always went over to his house to play Sega Genesis. Altered Beast and all those other things. Look at that. It's even got little levers, little things that move up and down. The reset button does not press in, but at least on and off works. This little light, I'm assuming, would light up, and then you've got your 4 USB ports on the front. I think I mentioned this in a previous video that when it comes to these subscription boxes, I always like to, or I should really get into, listing what I think is the best item in the box. Unless there's anything that's going to possibly top this, I think the best item in this box is this little guy right here. He looks so cool. Not also owning a Sega Genesis, again, brings me back to my childhood because I totally went to my friend's house. Love playing that. We've also got an Assassin's Creed Collector Construction Set from Mega Bloks. You get 36 pieces. By the way, this is the heavy Borgia Soldier. Perhaps have not pronounced that correctly, but that's what it says down below. It's 36 pieces, recommended for ages 10 and up. There's the back of it right there. You can take the armor off if you so wish. Comes with a mace. In your face. Comes also with an axe. Put that right there. And what is this? We've got a retro video game magazine, Replay Volume 1. This is from readretro.com. A little peruse through. What we've got here. Some old renderings of Donkey Kong. Mule, the legendary multiplayer strategy game, influenced generations, yet only 30,000 copies were sold. A section on Super Metroid. Not just a classic, this magnificent sci-fi adventure influenced entire genres. A section on Sega's Wonder Boy, which was one of the games I initially was going to pick up when I had the Sega Master System. It was either a toss-up between that and Ghostbusters. I think I chose wisely. I chose Ghostbusters, but, you know, Wonder Boy, nothing to sneeze at. Point and click, after decades of struggle, adventure gaming is finally back on track. Let's see what else we have in here. Welcome to the Madhouse, building the padded walls of Batman Arkham Asylum. Gold game box of Adventures of Dungeons and Dragons. Castle Wolfenstein. This seems like a nice little read. I'm going to have to partake. Maybe sit down outside with a tall glass of lemonade. Give this a good read through. Just show you guys quickly here. Nice little magazine. Again, give that a read a little bit later. Then we've got a couple of advertisement cards inside, one of which telling us what was in this month's box. Spot's grabbing on the floor. I just dropped the card here. There's a card also from Shirt Punch. You know how I throw these guys out at you? There you go, that's for you. Use this code right here, right where my thumb is. Go to shirtpunch.com, use that, you get $10 credit. That's for you. We also have a $10 credit for NerdBlock. nerdblock.com/shop-launch. You get a $10 credit. Wish I could have gotten that t-shirt. I really like that t-shirt. Your one-stop nerd shop launches October 20th, 2016. For more information, www.nerdblock.com. Then for next month's box, no, let's not do that yet. How about this month's box? This month's box included the Sega Genesis USB hub, an arcade exclusive for Arcade Block. Then on the back, the T-shirt classic console controllers, Assassin's Creed Collector Construction Set, Super Mario Bros. Chip Clips, a retro video game magazine Replay Volume 1, and a $10 Shirt Punch credit. Now, based on these items, the items that I've just listed, what would you say is the best item in this box? I probably will go with this one right here, the Sega Genesis USB hub, but let me know down below. As for next month's box, what you can expect, let's flip it around to the front there. Next month's Arcade Block will include an item from Batman Arkham Knight. Plus also 5, not 1, not 3, 8 is too many, 5 exclusives in next month's box, along with some Foxy exclusive items from not only Star Fox, but also Five Nights at Freddy's. That does sound good to you. Tantalizing and delicious. Maybe not so much delicious, but if it's tantalizing you, go to www.arcadeblock.com. You can subscribe and get one of these boxes delivered to your house for next month. Today we were having a look at the NerdBlock Arcade Block subscription box service. We're looking at Arcade Block for September 2016. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's got more videos, tons more videos heading your way. trickling down the waterfall of video content. More heading your way soon. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.